is Sayed Bakar Alisha from the channel Tech Talks, and in this fifth video tutorial of C programming, we will talk about some, we can say, data types. And firstly, I want to tell you that what is a data type. Actually, data type is a kind of container which contains some kind of value. Like container, if I demonstrate you what is container, so container is a physical object which contains something else in it. Like glass, a glass of water is also a container which contains water. This is as simple. So if we talk about C programming, so it provides us, C programming is provide us something else called containers and something else called data types, which contains different kind of values for us. So there are some bunch of data types which are provided by C language, but some of the most important data types are given here, which I am demonstrating you one by one, which I will demonstrate you one by one. So here are the data types. The first data type is integer. Actually, this kind of data type is called int in C programming, and what it contains a whole number, or we can say positive numbers and negative numbers, arranged from negative integers infinitely from the positive integers of infinite values, can be saved in the data type called integer. And this integer have something called like we can say a space, a storage space. Like everything, a glass of water has also some kind of, we can say, a limit of spacing, a limit of storage. So after that storage, it will fill up and the water will follow from the water. So like this integer, the data type integer have also some storage values, and we can say it can store only 2 bytes of data in it. So this is as simple. I guess this is enough for integer. Now if we move on, floating data type. So this kind of data type, floating data type, can store some value which have some decimal values including in it, like 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, and its storage is 4 byte. Now if you consider the double, so it also stores some decimal values in it, but it is the modified form of floating data type. Actually, float can only store 4 byte of data, but a double can store its double value, its double storage. They have the double storage of floating point. Like double actually can store 8 bytes of data in it. Float can store 4 byte and double can store 8 byte. It's double. The next one is char. We can say char. Actually, this type of data type can store any kind of integer in it. Like here, it's written A is a single character and it can only store a single character in it. The next data type is void, which means nothing. It's returning nothing. So this kind of data type actually can store nothing in it. It's completely empty, or it's returning or actually getting some empty values. So whenever we use void, we are just saying there is nothing which are coming or which are actually returning from the function. Actually function, I am using the returning word. Actually we use this word probably in methods, which I will demonstrate you in further videos. So for now, void is a data type which cannot return anything else. So now I will show you that how you can implement those data types in your program. So firstly, I will make a data type here, and I will make a data type called integer, and I will say it A, integer A. So I have made my first integer variable. So when you are making some variables, you firstly have to, we can say, initialize by it from its data type and then write its name. So a is a variable which have a data type of a, which can store a value of integer in it. So you can initialize data by just giving the value right here like this, a is equals to 10. Or you can initialize your data, you can store some value from in the data in the container by just prompting the user to input some kind of value in which you want to store. Actually the value which you want to store in some kind of variable. So you can just prompt the user and tell him to store that value. So you will just assign that value to some kind of variable. So if you make another variable which is integer b and leave it just like that, it's empty now. Now I'll see that what I can do by here. I will just say firstly that the value of a is, and I will just say right here called %d, and I will just go ahead, press comma, and I will write my variable name, and what my variable name is a. Actually this %d is used for integer value, and it will actually tells the program that the %d is used right here, so you should have to print the value of a at this place. So that's why we are using %d right here. And for floating numbers and for string values and for actually character values, we uses these percentage sign and the specific, we can say, the reserved word for printing that value at the place. So now if I run it, you can see that it will print the value a to this place. It's compiled, and if I compile and run it, so it will print the value of a is 10, and the bucker, actually it's right here. I have actually didn't remove it from here. So this is how we can print the value of a. So now what if I want to take an input in this variable? So what I will do, I will just say to user that please enter the value of b, and what I will say, I will just go right here in the next line of printf and save the value in b. So for saving, we use the function called scanf, and we will just say %d, and we will just use the operator AND to give the address and save it in b. So what's this line is doing, it is just saving the input value in the variable called b. And if we are using this %d, so it's mean we are storing the value of integer type in the integer type variable called b. So scanf is used to store any kind of value accordingly the data type. Like if we use right here %f, so we are actually telling the program that we are storing the value of floating point, and if we are using right here %c, so we are actually telling the program that we are storing the value of the rectum. So you can say that it is prompting me and saying me to enter the value of b. Actually, I have didn't the keyword called /n. So actually it is saying, it is giving me that in the same line. So what I just have to close it and run it again by just putting /n. I will just say \n right here and run it again. So it's giving me the new line, and I will just input the value of b right here. So I will just input 10 again, and it exits from the program. So if I want to print this value, what I will do, I will just go right here, copy this line, Control C, and right here Control V. I will just change the variable from a to, and it will print the value of b. So firstly, I want to input the value called 23, and it prints the value of a. Actually I have to change this a right here. So I have to close these two and put it again. And you can say 23, the value of b is 23. So this is that simple, and like that you can store a bunch of values, different kind of data type, and like that you can make another variable for floating numbers. And for floating number I will just declare the float variable, float c, and I will just equal it called 10.5. And this kind of declaration, if I am declaring this variable and assigning the value right here, so this kind of declaration is called predefined declaration, actually program defined declaration you can say. And if we are prompting a user to input the value, so it's a user defined declaration. So somehow you can say it's in programming. So what I will just copy this code right here from right here, and I will print it just here, and just changing the variable c, and just changing the, actually we can say it printing, we can say some sort of printing variable, we can say printing reserve word as like. So I'm just changing the printing reserve word for this variable and saying it %f, so it will print the value of c right here. So if I run this, you can say that it's saying please enter the value of b. Firstly I should have to enter the value of b34, and it's saying that the value of a, actually this is c, I have made mistake in the code, and it is saying 10.500, which I assigned right here. And 500 it is assigning because the actual storage of floating number is, we can say, is 8 bytes, and because of 8 bytes it is giving these zeros. So I guess this is for the floating numbers, and for the double numbers it have some sort of same values, some sort of same, you can say, function. And I will just declare another variable called char, and I will declare it called c, and I will just equal it to a. I have used these to, we can say, apostrophe, because when we are declaring some kind of character, so we use these to kind of apostrophe. It's a syntax. So what if I want to print this up? Control C, this variable control A, and I will just change this A from A to C, and this F to F, and just change this assigning data type to C, and I will just print the value of F right. Just have to close these prompts and run it again. It's saying that please enter the value of b and 34, and it's saying the value of floating number is 10.5000, the value of f is a. So I guess this is all about data variables, data type variables and data types, and I guess this is enough. So thanks for watching the video, and please subscribe my channel Tech Talks and just connected with me. Thank you guys.